Okay, welcome to the next installment of Let's Play The Wolf Among Us, continuing episode 2 of season 1. I've just discovered the murder scene where Lily was killed after throwing down with Beast, after he caught Beauty and me together and thought, of course,
We
what
shouldn't even be in
someone
here.
might sort of reasonably be expected to think if they saw his wife with another man in a hotel like this. Anyway, I'm gonna look around.
Do you smell something?
No, just apple.
Well, and blood. There's a cigarette here.
He brought wine.
Classy.
It's a Huff and Puff.
I thought you were the only one who smoked that crap brand.
Apparently not.
And remember, this is the 80s. For my arrival.
What is that?
It's a book about Snow White. Or about the Mundy version of her story, anyway.
The whole book is about her?
Yeah. Huh.
What is it?
I think the apple is part of his fantasy about Snow White. That would explain the one we found on the floor.
Oh no, do you think it was poisoned?
It wasn't. I'd have smelled that. I think it's just a prop. It's here because they were acting out the scene in the book.
Of course, that makes perfect sense. They were acting out the thing with her stepmother and the apple, which is really creepy when you think about it. You know, she almost died when...
Yeah, he knows. Fuji, Red Delicious, Empire. Names of apple varieties. What kind of apple is it? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Was she breathing?
Why is she in a glass coffin?
This is the part where she's in a deep sleep, but they think she's dead.
Go back through the pages just in case. Alright, I guess that's all the book has to tell me.
God.
Looks like she was lying down when she was killed. Flowers were already here.
How do you know that?
Blood pattern. Also, I'd say the body was dragged off the foot of the bed. There.
The body. Jesus. You could say she. Poor girl. I just can't even imagine. What? What are you thinking?
I'm wondering if this might be a ritual killing. The bed looks like an altar, the way it's been set up deliberately with the flowers all around it. Victim lying down, no apparent struggle. Looks like some kind of sacrifice.
Oh God, sacrifice? And he's sacrificing Snow, basically. That poor girl. I can't imagine what it must have been like for her. Lying there, just waiting. She couldn't have known. She probably just needed the money. She could have been anyone. How did she wind up here? I mean, not exactly here, but just how does a person...
We can't know the answer to that. Every situation is different.
Yeah. She must have been so scared.
Gentle music with birds singing. He's trying to be like the prince.
Bigby,
Prince
this?
Charming.
I think I heard this music last night. It was playing pretty loudly for a while and then stopped in the middle. I didn't think twice about it at the time. I mean, you hear all kinds of things around here, and I guess I've already gotten used to blocking them out.
Could have covered up the sound of the murder.
Maybe she didn't see it coming.
Do all the rooms have these same clocks with the built-in cassette player?
I think so, yes. Damn it, get it together, Beauty. Be strong.
Oh boy.
Someone's been rough with this dress. It's torn.
Oh no, she must have been wearing it. He killed her and then he took it back off?
No, there's no blood on it. It must have been torn some other time.
Oh no, there's more? What? What now?
This is the same dress as the one in the book about snow. I think Smith was dressing Lily up in it to recreate the snow from the book.
Yeah, pretty
You're
obvious.
right.
Duh.
It's the same dress. It's another match to what's in the book. God, I'm just having trouble processing all of this. This guy has some kind of weird snow obsession, but then there's this other stuff too. The whole ritual sacrifice thing. I'm not sure what to do with. I hope you're just about through. I don't really want to stay in here any longer.
I just realized where I'd heard her voice before. I think it's the same voice actress who voices Clementine in the Walking Dead games. I know they have a lot of the same voice cast for these two games. Uh-oh, someone's been surveilling Snow.
Are those pictures of the dead girl? How do you know?
I'm in this one. It was taken last winter.
Oh no. Bigby. This kind of stalking, it doesn't just stop by itself. Trust me, I know about this firsthand. He'll keep trying to get closer and closer.
His stand-in
Whoa,
for
wait
Snow
a
is
minute.
gone now, so...
The next step
Someone's looking in the
closer.
mirror. Someone's watching in the mirror.
What is it?
It's... Crane.
Well, I didn't know you could actually break that mirror. And I have a feeling we're at the end of the episode. I'll let it run through the next time on preview.
He could be after you now.
Good! I am dying to get my hands on that disgusting weasel!
I'm really starting to like you, Sheriff. You're not afraid to be a complete bastard.
I don't know if that's a compliment
Obviously,
or not.
there will have to be some changes.
I am gonna shave your skin off one sheet at a time.
Take care of it, Bigby, or I'll take care of it for you.
So does that mean Crane is the one who hired the Wiggles?
Jesus Christ, Bigby.
Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So, how did you respond to Crane about Snow's death? You and 61.3% of players sympathized with him. How did you treat the murder suspect? You and 37.5% of players forced him to talk. Notice how it says murder suspect. So, if I had made the other choice of which one to grab, and I ended up with Tweedledee, I guess, yeah. He's the one with the pork pie hat, if I remember right. I guess he would have been the guy strapped in the chair. And I may have to go through the other save game where I apprehended him to see what happens there. Did you let Snow come with you to the trip trap? You and pretty much everybody else did. How did you handle Georgie? You and most people, although not all, didn't hit him. Did you keep punching Beast when he was down? You and 9% of players never had Beast at your mercy. Yeah, I didn't want to murder the guy. So I guess there were three options. Not have him at your mercy, have him at your mercy but not keep punching him, or have him at your mercy and keep punching him. Join the discussion now. All right. Well, so there we are at the end of episode 2 of season 1 of The Wolf Among Us. And so I've been reading a couple of reviews about it, and I think they're pretty fair. It has a kind of a mid-episode feel to it, that sort of mid-series feel. It's shorter than the previous game. PC Gamer gave it a review of somewhere in the 60s, but commented on the fact that it was shorter and that it wasn't quite as momentous, I guess, as the first one. But I don't know if I would have rated it that low. It's definitely worth playing, if only for the fantastic artwork and just excellent voice work and just being part of that story, and getting to make the choices and seeing how the choices affect things, how the authors of the game handle the various choices that they present you and go forward with them. And like I said, in this one I tried to sort of rehabilitate my image after beating up on the woodsman, and the plot thickens. I'm wondering if it's really that simple, if it was really Crane that did all this, or if maybe he was set up. He might have smashed the mirror because he realized that somebody is trying to set him up, trying to frame him, maybe someone who had a glamour as him, or maybe he actually did it. I don't know. He is, as I recall, not the mayor. Right, he's not the mayor at the beginning of the comic book series. King Cole is the mayor. And there's some reference to Crane, but it's been a while. It's been long enough since I've read it. I can't remember what, if anything, it was. So I don't know. Like I said, this game acts as an official prequel, authorized by the authors of the original comic books. So this is canon, if you will. So maybe this is why Crane's no longer on the scene, no longer mayor when the comic series starts. Anyway, that is the end of episode 2. That is the end of my commentary on it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll pick it up again with episode 3.